Today, we are going to be ranking every single Straw Hat crew member. This will even range from characters who weren't a part of the Straw Hats, but at least rode on their ships. This will be characters like Carrot, Caesar Clown, or Vivi. So, let's get into it. Okay, I just have to fix up the order real quick, but starting off with a good one right now, the man himself, Soul King, the singing swordsman, Brook. Now, me personally, when Brook was introduced into the series, I absolutely loved them. I mean, before I even started like One Piece, I was like, I seen Brook before like the skeleton and didn't know his name, but I've been waiting for a while until they're gonna introduce him as a character. And when they finally did it, knew I was gonna love him so much. He's also another swordsman on the crew, and he also has some really quick techniques. I mean, him being a skeleton is already cool enough, but him also looking like a good backstory. What happened to his old crew? Pretty sure he's like even older than Roger too. Like he even knew him. He was like a rookie. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. I mean, how can you not like Brook? He's a lovable character. Took on Big Mom. He's always there when the crew needs him. He's also getting stuff done. Yeah, Brook is definitely an A tier character right there. Now taking Momonosuke as an example. He wasn't a part of the Straw Hat crew, but he was a part of their ship. But I don't know. I don't like Momonosuke that much. He's alright. He's alright. I'll put him in B tier. He's alright. I'm not gonna nothing too much to say about Momonosuke. Now we have Franky. Thing I'll say about Franky was I feel like Franky's always being like casted out from the Straw Hats. You always see everyone else getting their moments to shine, but when it comes to Franky, it's like he has all this cool stuff, but yeah, he's always getting shined out. I mean, they took General Franky and put the picture of the Sunny on there. Come on, how disrespectful can that get? But for me, right, personally, Franky's an A tier character. First son of the sea, Jinbei. Now, when Jinbei was introduced to the series, I didn't like him that much. He was just like a big, disgusting, nasty fish man. So, what else can I say? He helped Luffy a lot when he was under stress and because his brother died. And he became part of the crew as the helmsman. I mean, he has some good ship steering skills, but what can I say? He's a fishman, so F. Now we have this duck, Vivi's duck. What can I say? It's a duck. I had to put it on here since it was a part of the crew for some time. But it's a duck. You're going next to Jinbei. Now we have Pedro. Now, Pedro, he was pretty cool, though. He was part of the ship sometime. I mean, when he was laying them bombs to that one egg guy during Whole Cake Island arc, he always had bombs on standby. Open his coat, you could see 50 pieces of dynamite. Somehow he even had more. He even had enough to blow himself up. But sadly, when he did blow himself up, it wasn't really all that since Pedal Pedal still survived. So I'll put you in B tier. Actually, I'll put you above Momonosuke. Nah, I'll put you behind Momonosuke. Moving on to the excellent chef himself, the glorious of them all, Sanji. Now, me on the other hand, I love Sanji as a character. I really enjoy his character. At the start of the One Piece, I mean, he wasn't always my favorite character, but the more the story progressed, I just loved this character even more. But I do feel like during like time skip, they have kind of butchered his character like a bit, because post time skip, it was always about Sanji, always wanted to find in the All Blue. Feels like in post time skip, he was like always cooking more. He was always there for his friends, getting stuff done. But now moving on to like pre time skip, he's like it's like he forgot all about the All Blue. He's been cooking less. He's always getting nosebleeds and focusing on other things, but I still love him as a character since he always stands true to what he believes in. So I'll put him in S tier. I mean, he's my favorite Straw Hat after all. Moving on to Caesar Clown. Now, I'm adding Caesar Clown on here since he was a captive on the Straw Hat crew for some time. Maybe not even for some time. He was on there for like a while. So that's why I'm putting him on here. But Caesar Clown, I do actually enjoy Caesar Clown. I mean, what can I say about him? He has a funny laugh. I mean, he did help out Chopper a little bit. I mean, without Caesar Clown, Chopper would have been folded by, like, Queen. So, what can I say? A tier. The future king of the pirates himself, Straw Hat Luffy. Now, I'm not gonna lie. At the start of the series, Luffy was not my favorite character at all. And yeah, he was always like... Hey, it's always like weird for me to get into Luffy, but the other characters are like kind of outshining him for me. But the more the story progressed, I'm kind of like Luffy's been growing on me even more and more now. He's like my top 4 Straw Hats right now, or top 5, no, top 4. So yeah, he's definitely gonna get an S because that's Luffy right there. He has all his techniques, like second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. I mean, fifth gear is cool right now. I love to see more of that. and he's turning like really interesting character. He fights for what he believes in. He stays true. He like always stays true to who he really is. And yeah, I can respect that. Cat burglar Nami herself. Now when it comes to Nami, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put her in B tier, just because she's always been like a character who's been like ever since like the first side of Danger. She's always been like running away, even though she does do more than Usopp. But she's always been a character who's like always been known to run away a lot during Danger, just like Usopp. But now that she does have her good moments when it comes to like standing up to characters, she do believe like standing up to characters. Like she will stand up to Big Mom when it comes to like some situations where Usopp wouldn't. That one Dino girl, she stood up to her when Usopp didn't. So I'm putting Nami in B because of all that. She's safe from F tier. Now we have Princess Vivi. I'm gonna put Princess Vivi above Nami because that's what I feel like. Oh my god, their faces look very similar. I mean, they did change how their faces did look now, but still kind of similar. I mean, I really have nothing to explain about Vivi. I'm putting her in A, but on to Nico Robin. Nico Robin, that is definitely an S tier character. Yeah, S tier character. I mean, at the beginning of the series, so like post time skip, she was always been one of the interesting characters. I mean, Nico Robin has always been one of my beloved characters when it comes to One Piece. I mean, during the whole like Enies Lobby arc, that was actually a very emotional arc. I guess when it comes to Robin, she's been putting on this burden of everything the entire time. She wanted to like turn herself in just to save her crew, but in the end, she comes to terms and she wanted to live. That was like a very emotional thing. And now, when it comes to pre-time skip, she's always there helping out the crew, still in here, like still here. That's why I love Nico Robin a lot. Now we have Chopper. He's getting beats here, bro. I'm not gonna lie. What can I say about Chopper? He's the ship's doctor, but I feel like there's still so much more Chopper can do, which he's not doing. There's like, I feel like characters like Nami, Usopp, Chopper, Frankie, they're always getting outshined by the other Straw Hats, and that's what I don't want. I want to see them like put in more work. When Chopper was like fighting Queen, he was doing a good job a lot, but in the end, he still lost badly. I wish he was able to do more instead of like, I mean, he could cure medicine very goodly, but when it comes to fighting, he can't really do that much. And I know you're gonna say like he's like a doctor. He's not supposed to be doing all fighting, but Sanji, he's a cook. He can still wail into somebody. We have Brook. He's the musician. He can still do a lot of damage. Like they all have their perks, and but said yet Chopper still doesn't do nothing, even though he's a good like a powerful devil fruit. Moving on to Carrot. Now Carrot, I'm gonna put Carrot in A tier as well because I do actually enjoy Carrot. I kind of wish she did join the Straw Hats, but I feel like she honestly did put in like a lot of effort when it came to like the whole Geek Island arc. Her turning into her Zulong farm. I mean, that was a badass form right there. But yeah, I'm putting her in A tier. God Usopp himself, the cowardice man of all cowards, the long-nosed Pinocchio. Oh, you are so lucky I am not putting you in F or a B tier. I'm putting you in A tier because I feel like he could improve a lot. I mean, he showed us he can do like observation hockey in Dressrosa, and I'm gonna point out right now, Dressrosa was like the second best arc Usopp has ever had in displaying actual like power. When it came to like him fighting Luffy, that was like his also peak performance. He had two peak performances to me: him fighting Luffy and him in the Dressrosa arc. Those were like the only two times. After that, he never displayed anything else good, and I will stand on that. But for right now, yeah, I feel like he can improve. All right, we have these two bosses. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot their names. I put them in here and I still forgot their names. They're getting up tier. All right, moving on to Zoro. We're obviously gonna put him in S tier. I mean, it's Zoro. What do you want me to say? He's also on his journey to become the best swordsman on this. He's on his way to become the best swordsman. He's doing everything he does. He's extremely powerful. He's like the second strongest on the Straw Hat crew. I mean, he was doing a lot of good damage to Kaido. I mean, he even had Kaido sweating. Foxfire Kinemon. I'm gonna put Kinemon at A tier. I mean, out of every other samurai we've seen, Kinemon has been like the closest I've seen to like kind of like Kozuki Oden, besides Momonosuke. You know, I mean, Kinemon has been one of the strongest characters we've seen on the Straw Hat crew. You know, Kinemon is still like one of my beloved characters I do like. But moving on. Now we have this absolute disgusting thing. I mean, I don't even know why I included him on here. The only time he's ever been walking around the ship was in Never, never. He just been embarrassed the whole time, but screw it. He's been on there. He helped Luffy. I mean, that is true. He did help Luffy. I'll put him in F tier. Yeah, he did help out Luffy with a whole bunch of food. Yeah, you know when Luffy was fighting Kaido, he had no food. He did come in clutch and did bring some Luffy some food. Isn't he still on the ship too during like? Yeah, it was during Punk Hazard. He was still in the Straw Hat crew. Actually, I do want to see more of him though. But yeah, it was really interesting. But yeah, I'll put him in. I'll put him in B. No, F. I'll keep him in F until he does more. I'll keep him in F. But for right now, I need to do some maneuvering. So let's see. Let's maneuver. This is good right here. This is also good. Mm, I'll put Usopp up here. Kinemon right there. I'll put Caesar clone right there. I'll put you right there. Right here, I'll put Robin right there. And Zoro right there. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. So yeah, this is it. This is my entire tier list of the Straw Hat Crew and the others related to the Straw Hat Crew. But honestly, I'm actually kind of proud of my top 5 Straw Hats. So you have Zoro, Sanji, Zoro, Luffy, Nico, Robin, and Brook. These are my top 5 right here. I'm like Usopp, you are so close to reaching my top 5. It's just you have to do more. Do more. But right now, that is it. That is my entire tier list, and peace out.